Hey, good evening, everyone. No, coming is Christmas. I think you're ready for the Christmas plan. You're going out together from the YouTube. We continue to bring you education program. And today we're gonna talk about the holiday topic. Holiday is really is a birth for the mostly for celebration, and somehow is also for a lot of risky behavior for the cybercrime as well. As you see, is the romance scam is being reported from IC3 and FTC, and all the records show the 1 billion loss, especially for romance scam. Especially for the elderly people, I really think for going out together as we going out, we should be more wiser and knowledgeable about the cybercrime and around our community. And so earlier, I would just want to emphasize a couple of things. For our "Are you happy? Why you happy?" This happy survey for the elderly community, we're gonna get to know about the factor of the happiness winning the 10 years pilot program. Looking into subject to participate this study program. Hopefully you will join us to learn about the emotional happiness and physical happiness winning the diagram exercise we have shared. Hopefully you will achieve your goal. Today, especially I want to share about this screenshot. Somehow is unable to show you much. I'm just gonna show you my site. It's called Petrol. This is my Patreon site. It's called www.patreon.com. This is a Patreon site for my pet patrol only, and all the contents about this is for my 2 year full season of my radio record post is passes here too, and also along with my other new content about my YouTube update for the dementia caregiver section for the family documentary, and also with other helpful information, especially for the government contracting is always hidden in this Patreon site. So if you want to learn more about government contracting, this is step by step inside this website. Today I want to share you about this presentation because I won't able to share the presentation because of copyright. So I'm gonna just walk through the couple of the highlight here. This called romance scam. So we have an anti-scam group. We put it together for our knowledge exchange, and it's a report from FTC record. You won't be able to see them. Just read through that to you, especially when you meet your so-called scammer on the text to all the different platforms. So if you're on the dating site, they ask you to go to different testing site or any other like Hangout, now called Google Chat and WhatsApp and all that. Normally it's not a good idea to go out of the site and mention about the suicide for the shaman and the hopeless in these elderly people. Suicide is being reported and throughout the 2010 all the way till this year. And I think a lot of suicide factor for emotional stress. And then we have reached out FBI and outside law enforcement, and somehow the outcome was not what we expected. It's just not a very present response from our research. Um, and, and just want to highlight this. EFCC had cut the, it's called economy, schema economy. The younger men and women learn from the scam throughout this economy, and then somehow that have been affected to like program to reaching out. So I think that somehow give you know the resource from this factor. So we just share that information with you. We are fighting winning these 5 months and go to all the different red tab and all law enforcement and somehow work on this opportunity to learn from this scammer. And then some of the scammer you can see they all from overseas. And then I have pointed out $1 US dollar is 400 in Nigeria cinder. That's how they call for their money. And I think every money we spending on to this scammer is gonna fuel their generation to generation. That's why a lot of younger men has been drawn into this scam because they just like copy paste for all the text. And so somehow when you are on the dating site and you see those grammar error, like I mentioned about the I, we suppose I should be the highlight I. And then I also want to mention about the massive law for the criminal law of Quiet Victim Right Act is for the CVRA 18 USC. You can just look into that information online. I want to talk about this holiday. During this holiday, we really need to focusing on how our people surrounding, especially for cybercrime, and everything. Everybody should focusing on to know if your target, you know, people you're talking to is a real person. So after COVID, it's more slowed down now, but still people still have a go on online dating or Facebook. And I want to kind of point it out. It's not necessarily all that bad because I just want to share that I just shared that with my single group earlier. Just a couple of things I want to share is I've been heard a lot of successful couple story, not from my club, but just somehow I interact with them. One of them is my college schoolmate. She married her second husband to our Facebook, and she was posting something about music, and somehow this guy on Facebook keep responding her the post. So I think that is a lot that we hear about people recommend the post like I heard from the Instagram do that to another couple also because that is a spark because that's something you guys has concept change so the values there interest there so somehow they schedule to me and then it works and they got married their son now is 8 years old. And another one I heard one of my associate, they both are pastors, so they made chat on the Facebook. And of course, I think the beauty of the attraction somehow how you look is also a very factory to for people to attract you, and somehow that they met and they fall in love and then they get married. So, and you think about Facebook, so many online scammer, but people still fall in love. People still find someone to share life with. So it's still real. And the ladies, I just reconnect with a friend of mine in Denmark. He was from Lincoln, long time associate with like 20 years ago. He used to marry this Taiwanese lady, but I don't really know her that well. But So they got divorced, and then this year I happened to needed his assistant business-wise because a friend of mine moved to Denmark, so I need his assistant. And then he told me he met someone in Asia and Filipino lady, and then the age gap is really huge, but they've been talking to Facebook for a year, and then he flew to her country to meet her, and then now they are closer, so they decide to go back to Denmark, and that's his second marriage. So I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for him too. So see, this sweet couple, they are real person, they are real people, they are real life story, and they just one of the billion lucky person you can say. But I don't know any other about people. They reported if they meet each other on Facebook and then it does work. Somehow it does not always fit for everyone. It seems like on Facebook you can see the special Facebook dating app is only for phone. If you have phone, you can get on the dating app, but the dating app is just absolutely not on the computer. So it's a frustrated app to go to it. And this year they have some new technology. You want to make sure you're a real person, so you have to send them a minute video. They will tell you to go up and down, make sure your movement is authentic, so they know you're a real person, you're not fake it or some kind of video screen too. And a friend of mine from Ireland, he sent me, he's in IT, so he sent me some sort of technology for the video chat can be a fake person, and that the movement is very real, but it still can see it as fake. So I think maybe they still try to work on technology to see a real person. I think a lot of the robotic AI kind of technologies to try to invent things for that. But Schema has a lot of advanced equipment, so they get better sound, they better quality, and they can make a document fake. Everything's fake because they just copy paste it for a million people to try, as long as they are phishing. So they may be phishing 10 a day, 20 a day, 100 a day, whatever they are trying to do. So we need to get smarter, because being able to catch it in the act, we need to educate ourselves. Do not open a friend request that you don't even know them. And I recently had learned from a lot of LinkedIn profile that looks so real, and it's great profile, but they just only have few connections. So many recently is getting from Asia, like China or whatever, and those has no endorsement from the workforce they have. Then it just, I just realized those, after a few months or few weeks, they text you to see if you respond them, and then the final draw is they will ask you, do you want to do the investment for crypto? Do you want to? It's just like the profile is a fake, and whoever they say in, like say document can be copy paste. They can, you don't know where they draw the information from. So, and especially for image, you can do a Google image search with just Google MAG and then Google, and then you can go to Google image search. So when you're on the dating site, make sure you screen all the dating profile. The image is authentic and who they say they are, but doesn't mean after the Google image search they will be safe. You never know, because they may have a better technology now, and then so they can make the photo even authentic. So if you see a dating site profile that seems so great, and then if they have a professional photographer taking, just forget about those profile, because those most likely is fake, and just don't waste your breath for it. I know a lot of free dating website like Facebook or other things you can try, but even you have a million people out there for you to search in front to talk to, I think being heard, people will get together because they met each other through Facebook, but somehow they never want to share the truth, the story. So I really cannot verify that because I'm a more investigating kind of person. So if I don't dig in much, I will not believe it. Just like when I'm currently I'm challenging to find myself a cordless microphone. So because I had to do the exercise video next year, so I want to find the cordless phone. So you're gonna see that I'm trying to find the tomato I mean tried investing in, and I read through all the video to see how they function, how they work. So I see which one I'll pick up, and you will hear me to share that information later. So going out together, community is about not because you marry or single. It's more like we are going to the same direction. That means we are gonna ship out to different age, 50, 60, 70, 80. I know right now the average for men is 70, average women is for 80. So if you're lucky, you don't have too much sickness, cancer, or other dementia, or any other chronic disease that carry out or you in wheelchair. I really think importantly is find your mission for life because just think it as a milestone for 10 years. What you want to achieve when you're 60, what you want to achieve when you're 70, what you achieve when you're 80. And I really think the beautiful thing is you have be able to know not necessarily you don't have a sickness, just more here there, but it's not major sickness or like cancer. Or I think a lot of people are trying to, a lot of cancer survivor are really bravery for their energy and their outlook for life. And we could definitely can learn a lot from them. And then so as growing old, we learn every day new things, the new language. I'm still open for teaching Chinese. If interesting, reach out to me. And we have online, we have in person. Of course, you're gonna be in this area. And then learn something new, like technology. Gradually to learn something around you, and then you'll be able to pick up the conversation, even writing a post about it, and carry out your knowledge around it. And then I haven't not really feel like the age differences to kind of, because I'm not into that. And I know dating still have something to work on as well, because you want to make sure people say who they are. So I just want to wish everybody Christmas and Happy New Year's. Would looking forward to share more information with you, and wish you have a great holiday. Good night, everyone.